the 9,000 player peak on Steam back in 2017 all the way to 2,900 concurrent players to a drastic 16,400 player peak with absolutely no updates whatsoever. From that sneak peek video reaching more than 14 million views after many people called the game dead, to Robtop breaking the 10 million subscriber mark with a consistent growth to this day. Geometry Dash is an indie platformer game that was developed and published by Robert Topala, who at the beginning consistently updated his game with simple updates that took him no longer than a year to develop. Although this lasted from the launch day of Geometry Dash until 2016, which is when the community started to realize that the time it took the developer to finish each of the last 5 updates was growing exponentially. Based on the development time of the last 5 updates, update 2.2 should take 27 months total, which if calculated would be in 2019, which is why the community was confident that 2.2 will stay in development for more than 2 years, although there was something that proved things otherwise, as back in 2017, Robtop said the following: 2.11 would be out, then 2.2 will come out pretty close after that. This comment from Robtop of course gave the community the confidence that he won't let us wait for more than a year for 2.2, but little did we know that this was just the beginning of the long journey that lasted 5 years so far. And now you might ask yourself, how did the community stay stable for so long? And well, this is where all the crazy events kick in. From the incredible accomplishments from the community to accidental major 2.2 leaks from the developer. Although there was one event in particular that has left players patient already from the beginning of this journey. After 1.9 got released, Robtop decided to not only work on Geometry Dash but also on spin-off games, which usually preview a certain update, like Geometry Dash Meltdown as an early showcase of some of the 2.0 features, GD World for some of the 2.1 features, and finally Geometry Dash Subzero for 2.2, which was released on December 12, 2017. This official spin-off game allowed players to play with 2.2 features for the first time. This of course only contains the features Robtop added during 2017. This includes the ability to go backwards in a level, control all the camera movements, and much more. The good news is that Subzero in particular was played by many big YouTubers like DanTDM.
Dude! What is that? What even was that?
Although the bad news was certainly still yet to come. If we take a look at 2.1, we can see that it took Robtop only 28 days to release the update after the release of its preview. And so as a result, the community got overhyped about the update's release being in the near future. Although month after month it seems like 2.2 has not seen any public spotlight. But on August 2018, a Geometry Dash moderator said, 2.2 has been taking so long because of the addition of the challenge mode, a multiplayer game mode, which is something that Robtop hasn't made before. I think it will be amazing to race with friends in the game, but it would be better if we saw some previews already. This tweet from Viprun built even more hype around the community, while also indirectly stating that the update is very unfinished and is unlikely to be released before 2019. And the fact that Robtop was planning to implement a multiplayer game mode made it clear how huge the update was going to be. This way Subzero was slowly becoming an inaccurate game to represent 2.2. And while the community was waiting patiently for 2.2, Robtop has left us these 2 images. The first one being the new 2.2 game mode, which according to some speculations made the player switch gravity on touch, and the second one being a song hint for the upcoming official level. This quiz was solved by some YouTubers and claimed the song to be Hillcake Explorers, although none of the already added features to the game was the reason for the biggest delay for the update, because there was something big standing ahead. On October 13th, 2018, Robtop published a video on his YouTube channel showcasing the new game mode he just added to 2.2. This video led to some interesting ideas from the community of how we can use this game mode. This game mode will allow players to finally speedrun the game, as now we're supposed to tell the player when to jump and where to move, as opposed to only having control over the player's jumping mechanic. The creator can decide whether they want to make a regular or a platformer level, so it's either jump and dash or engaging in daring and risky activity, meaning that 2.2 will have regular levels we know to this day, and on top of that some platformer levels. The community thought that the platformer game mode is a very special addition to 2.2, as it opened many doors for the creators to show the world their amazing creations and ideas. With this game mode you can recreate some of the most popular games like Mario, Fireboy, Water Girl, or you can take these to a completely different level and expand the world of minigames in Geometry Dash, especially considering how many new features Robtop is adding to 2.2. This does not only include the countless triggers, but also the new particle system that was just included to 2.2. On December 16th, 2019, Google decided to remove Geometry Dash Meltdown and Lite off of Google Play. And according to RobTop, they did that with absolutely no warnings whatsoever. The app was just removed off of Google Play Store. But then RobTop comes online and tells us the reason for that. And it seems like they wanted to have this get it on Google Play button instead of having this play now for free text. A little after that, RobTop has managed to get it back on the platform. Although, people quickly realized that there was something off. You see, this is how the regular GD menu looks like, and it has a bunch of buttons here and there, and most importantly, random icons slide into the background, consisting of all the 2.1 game modes. But in the new version of Geometry Dash Meltdown, people saw this. Yes, you guessed it. It turns out RobTop has accidentally uploaded a fixed 2.2 version instead of a fixed 2.1 version of the game. Many people speculated this was fake until a Geometry Dash moderator said RobTop had to re-upload Meltdown and Lite on the Play Store, and he used a pretty old 2.1 build to do so. Pretty much all the new code was wiped, but unfortunately, he mistakenly left a few 2.2 things in. And while RobTop was careful enough to completely wipe up the code for the multiplayer game mode as well as for the actual editor for the game, people still managed to find interesting findings by reverse engineering the game. The most interesting findings regarding the editor be the new particle system, a new time warp trigger which slows or speeds up the gameplay, and a new gravity trigger. And the most interesting findings regarding other things in the game would be the actual name for the second official 2.2 level, which for the first time proves that 2.2 will have 2 new official levels instead of 1, and this multiplayer pop-up. This is not where it all stops though, because a full team of developers decided to dig further into this 2.2 version and create their own Geometry Dash private server. This private server did not only include the new 2.2 menus, but also the actual editor for the game, that was removed by RobTop himself. Yes, they went a step further and re-implemented the editor. This way they were able to see how the new triggers function and also mess around with the new editor. And some people went even a step further to create a full and beautiful Geometry Dash level, just to include the 2.2 game mode in it, and then eventually getting that level rated, making it the first 2.2 rated level. Wait, who's that? Isn't that the guy you should subscribe to? Using this editor, the community was able to show their amazing creations to the world. Everything you'll see right now was made inside of Geometry Dash. I could go on and show you hundreds if not thousands of other amazing levels. And you see, this is why I call Geometry Dash's editor the best game editor to ever exist. And everything you saw wasn't even made in the final version of Geometry Dash that is currently under development. Just imagine the level of craziness the community is going to come up with after 2.2 comes out. But now we've entered 2020 and there are still no signs of 2.2. Remember the screenshot? I told you that the song that was confirmed from it is called Explorers. And every GD update had one of those quizzes. And once a developer posts one of these, that means that the only thing standing between the community and the release of the update is the official sneak peek video that will be published on RobTop's channel. Once that is released, expect the update to come out anytime. At the beginning of 2020, RobTop started giving us tiny hints that the sneak peek is about to come out. Although 6 months later, nothing showed up on RobTop's channel. And now you know what date we've passed? The 19th of June, 2020. On this day, the Geometry Dash community has waited for half the game's existence for 2.2, or the waiting time for all the major updates combined. And as a result, Update 2.2 is confirmed to be as big as every GD update combined, making it the update with the most previews and sneak peeks. This can be seen in RobTop's live streams that he made in October that year, showing some secret 2.2 features that the community has never seen.
Alright, now I'm gonna continue working, guys. This was just to show you what I'm doing.
This includes many new shaders that can be used in levels, loads of new blocks, countless new animations, and much more. This made it clear that RobTop isn't just having fun with 2.2 for himself, but is also giving us juice and fresh footage and news about the update while we're waiting. This fact can be reinforced in one of RobTop's replies to a community member. Are you sick of people who rush you to get to the 2.2? No, because people have waited way long. I understand the frustration. Remember when I said that the platformer game mode is the reason for the biggest delay for the update? Well, this can be proven in one of RobTop's live streams, where strange acting can be seen despite this game mode being under development for more than 3.5 years. Although after these streams from RobTop, he started becoming less and less active in the community until he completely vanished. And then, however, something very unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, RobTop comes back with the greatest news, announcing that the video for the sneak peek has been set to be released tomorrow on his channel. After 4 years of waiting for this, it all came down to the final 10 seconds.
10 seconds. My heart's beating.
8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3.
2, 1! Here we go! Oh, that's actually sick. Hello? That's kind of awesome.
Geometry Dash.
The community in its entirety was an absolute shock. Nobody from the community expected this level to be this amazing and this detailed. Looks like it's evolved into the ultimate 2D platformer experience. This is gonna be epic, I'm stoked. Historic moment. I believe this level along with Explorers will be successful. Keep working on 2.2, Rob.
Oh, sick! There are games that change dramatically that just are not themselves anymore. This changes GD in a way that I absolutely love. I love it!
Gathering over 150,000 viewers watching, top 18 on YouTube trending, and even top 1 on YouTube gaming. This level built an insane amount of hype around the community, although when looking at the end of it, it is safe to say that the level is not even close to being finished, meaning that 2.2 is not to be expected in the near future. Although members from the community were confused because the song of the level was not Explorers, it was a completely different song that was specifically made for Geometry Dash, which is why the sneak peek video created various new questions around the community. What happened to Explorers? Did we wrongly solve the quiz? Or will 2.2 have 2 sneak peeks and one of them was showed today and the second one is Explorers? Yes, only a few months later and RobTop confirms that there is another sneak peek on the way. This drove the community absolutely crazy, but now they were aware that 2.2 cannot drop any time now, because there is still a sneak peek standing in between. And while waiting for the second sneak peek, people managed to recreate the first sneak peek using the leaked 2.2 version, and the results are truly mind-blowing. But unlike the first sneak peek, it did not take RobTop as long to create the second one, because on August 13th, 2022, exactly 1 year after the first sneak peek was released, the second sneak peek was announced to be released in a few days. But before that happened, RobTop actually went back and updated every Geometry Dash spin-off game to include some 2.2 stuff in them. This includes the new icon kit, hundreds of new icons, the new 2.2 menus, and much more. But then... after many years of waiting for Explorers, it finally arrived. The second sneak peek was about to be premiered on YouTube, just like last year. The community members start to flip their tables over because now they know that 2.2 can drop at any time now. And after 4.5 years of waiting for Explorers, already waiting for over half the game's existence, a little after the 9th anniversary of Geometry Dash, the premiere started. This level with its new features absolutely shocked the community. Like, how did we get from this to this? I honestly have no idea either, but what I do know however is that this level did not showcase as many new features as the previous one. People still really liked it though, but it only showcases the 2.2 features we already knew about and took them to a completely different level of insanity. But despite that, RobTop said he would make a lot of improvements in the future to make it look more polished and appealing. And now we're almost in November 2022 and 2.2 has still not dropped it. We're on average getting around 10k concurrent players every single day. This of course only counting Steam players. And RobTop said that he's planning to release 2.2 this year. He still has 2 entire months left, and we should not put any more pressure on him. He kept us patient for 5 years already. RobTop has never left us without any news about 2.2, and every now and then he shows us what he's been working on, without spoiling anything major. He also started many events that I did not mention in this video, like the Gauntlet and Icon contest. He's always ready to answer our questions regarding the update, because he understands the frustration. I remember when 2.1 came out, and only seeing this new menu and being able to mess around in the new editor in the official game was absolutely astonishing. So maybe we'll experience this moment again in 2022, and we'll eventually get 2.2.